Welcome back to Single Player Party with this week's Kickstarter solo board game roundup. It's September 28th when I record this. You'll probably see us September 29th. And I've got some heavy hitters for you, some of the normal stuff, some honorable mentions, and some cool accessories. So I'm going to dive right in here and show you what is just kind of come to Kickstarter since last week's episode. Down below, don't forget, are the links that take you directly to the games. I believe I captured them all, even another foreign language one that I can't read anything about. If you speak Spanish, it might be awesome for you. Be sure to check that one out. International shipping if you're not in, I think it's actually in Spain. So that's something to consider. But I do believe I rounded them all up on Kickstarter. Again, GameFound is out there. Go to the GameFound website. Much easier to navigate. They even have a solo button you can click on some of the campaigns so that you can get to the solo games. That one's a little harder I find to navigate because they jumble up what is being funded versus what's in pledge manager status, because they handle pledge managers for Kickstarters, for GameFounds, for other sources, reasons, whatever. So I will in the future be spending more time with that so that I can maybe cut through that and get you directly to what you might want to see on there, perhaps. But right now, focusing on Kickstarter, you can see at the top, up there, a lot of links. I've decided to put them all there because if you can already just jump to whatever you want down below and click the links you want, it's not like I'm giving anything away. But this is how many we got to go, and it should make for a faster video, I think. So, on this first one, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Pergamon. I tried. So, Eagle Gryphon Games, been around forever. They've got some great games. They've got some evergreens. They've been around for a while. I believe they used to be two separate companies, and then Eagle Gryphon Games. Gryphon, yeah. And then they merged, and they've just been fantastic. So what matters here is there is one of these three games that's being offered here can be played solo. So the first two, we're just going to keep scrolling right past them. Sorry, designers and artists, you're all fantastic, and I mean that, but we're on a mission here. So we're going to skip right past that. Hey, designer guy. And keep going. Did I pass it already? I did. This is the one. Right there. 1 to 4 players. A plus 30 to 60 minutes. Sagani. All the ways you want to say it. Rosenberg. It's a Rosenberg design. So, can you go wrong? I don't think so. So there is a spot to pledge for just that one. There it is. So $32 or more for North America and Europe. Sorry, other countries. Only 12 people backing for that one game. But that's the one we care about. If you're here watching this, that's the one we care about. Yeah, we want to get the other ones too for when we play with other people. I miss playing with other people. But, we're here to shop solo. Oh, look, just funded. Perfect. So you can get aboard this train. Only 9 days left to go. They're doing a very short one. I believe this one popped up shortly after last week's video. So this one did launch last week. It's been up for a little while, which I'm going to be ranting about one later, which just launched, and we're in time. If you're watching this on the 29th or the 30th, I think you're going to be okay. If you caught this video after the 30th, subscribe, set notifications. I will be getting to you, right away after the Tuesday. Tuesday tends to be the bigger launch day. Thursday stuff launches too, but not as much. If there becomes something that maybe like an early bird or something that I think people should be made aware of, if I get it on my radar, I might do a special video for that. But it's also got to be the right kind of early bird, like I'll get into when we get to that Kickstarter. So yeah, this one, kind of a no-brainer on that one, if you got the budget. So here, Daimyo Senso, it's funded. It only had a $300 goal. It's only got 12 backers. It's got a lot of time. I liked the little Triforce. They're working with some elements here. This one's kind of a pledge at your own risk. So I don't know how they're going to manufacture it. There is a lot of stuff going on in this game. So I don't really off the bat dislike anything about the graphic design or anything, and I don't know what level of prototype this is versus what it will look like in the final version. These do look like the little like laser wood tokens for each of these factions, so that it's probably going to be prototype there. So I'm trying to see if any here jumps out at me that some. And see, I expect to keep scrolling and scrolling on this one and finding more and more information. I don't dislike the graphic design on these images, like these infographics at all, so it's kind of cool. Very nice. What's in the box? Excellent. So something I know I'm traveling around fast, and this is what I do when you're watching these videos with me, but I get you the link. You might want to peruse this yourself, or maybe I'm going to hit on some of the aspects where you can tell right away whether you're going to click on this one or not, and that's kind of what I want to do for you too. So, okay, a 3-player demo in the video. There you go. So what we're also looking for is a download of the rules, a playthrough, a review. They've got a playthrough. That's something. I mean, right away you're going to get a vibe of the game. So $75 to pick this one up. It's going to be a big gamble. It looks like it's going to get produced, so maybe he'll be able to produce more. Maybe it'll be a print on demand, and maybe you want to bookmark this one to kind of follow it and see where it goes. But this is one of those tiny ones on there. If this one had a real funding goal, it wouldn't be funding, so I don't know how he's going to get it made. 1 to 8 players. That's going to be a long game if you sit down with 8 people to play that. All right, Dungeon Crusade. So this one has a huge funding goal of $85,000. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. So they created one other. Let's go check that out. And they had 686 backers. So this is a reprint of already a successful solo co-op adventure sandbox style. I think this one's kind of exciting. Let me go back. I like that art. This art hits you in the face. It's like skull, sword, runes, title badge, Kickstarter, Wingo, Pledge Manager, Quest Ship. This stuff, like, when you're just perusing your social media or something, you get an ad and it's for like some tech thing, and then they've got like that block of like 30 little logos of some of the, like, we've been on the morning news or tech something covered us, and those have been around for a lot. You see that? Go over to the tech section. Go over to the tech section of Kickstarter. All of them will have those chunks of just logo in your face of all these brands and stuff, and it's like, it feels like bringing a little of that over here, which is fine. A video for the overview of the different pledge levels. Okay, I did have a dry spell on Kickstarter when I wasn't able to really fund things, and I didn't want to keep up on things because I was really worried about the FOMO. But now, I really like doing this for anybody who watches this. I love doing this. It helps keep me informed. I can get you right to what you need. It's a win-win. So probably people have done this before, but this is an excellent idea. If you got time and you want to watch a little video on how they break down the pledge levels, I think an infographic, just one nice picture, does it well. Look at any cool mini or not, and you'll see, just copy what they do. The formatting, with your own art, your own everything, but their formatting, it's going to do it. Not everybody has time to watch a Kickstarter video on like what's included. So that's hard. But it's like a cool inclusion. It should be in addition to. I like that as an in addition to. So I thought this infographic was really cool, where you just boom the amount of people, boom the time. It's like bigger than normally when they just kind of hide that information a little bit. I like the way that this is presented. There's a lot of stuff going. This looks busy, but to me, I'm liking the colors. I like the iconography. The busyness of this does not bother me. I actually kind of like it on that, and that's just a personal taste. Some people are going to see this and be like, whoa, there's a lot going on there. I don't like that. All the colors come in my face. I don't like the infographics. I don't like all the little icons. That speaks to me. It looks kind of like that little World of Warcraft vibe where you're clicking on your little icons and stuff. I like the art for this guy, Sir Brennus. He's a knight. And then if they delivered the first printing of this, you're going to have a lot of stuff to go look at for what they delivered. What are some people's reviews? What are the things that they're upgrading to make this reprint better than the old one? Is it just fixing typos? Is it just fixing a little bit of gameplay mechanics? Or are you getting upgrades? Things to think about. I like these cards that are just big chunks of text. Sometimes you want a game that's just a big old chunk of text for your quests. That's cool. I mean, if this is truly sandbox style and you're going to get like that MMO experience, like an EverQuest or a World of Warcraft, you're gonna need a lot of people to deliver a lot of quests like that. I mean, that's what those games are based around. I'm coming back to this one. Oh, look at that map. That map is gorgeous. It's solo co-op, so you're not even gonna play against other players. Open world dungeon crawl board game. Yeah. I want to know much more about this. This board, the game board, excites me less. So is this just the one overworld map and then you go and click on it's like a video game. I click on this tower of blah da da and now I'm inside. Are these modular? Because if you just go into a dungeon and every dungeon is this game board, not great. I'm gonna assume it's not like that, because I put my foot in my mouth a lot with some of these on a lot of assumptions. And I think that this is just something for you to glance at, see if you want to go look at it or not. I do hope that one day I can get into, I might cut down on showing you guys everything, or I might just keep doing it where I show you everything. Let me know. Make a comment below. Do you like seeing that I include every Kickstarter that can be played solo, or do you want me to pick maybe 5 each week that I think are the best? That's too subjective. I mean, I could do that where I deep dive on a couple of them. Maybe what we should do is a poll each week where you come and look at this video, pick 2 or 3. Maybe if they get enough people mention a couple of them, I can do a deep dive into a few of them. But you got Bauer's Game Corner, who's kind of deep diving already on he'll do a critique of one Kickstarter and deep dive, and he can be pretty critical of them, which I think is good. I think it's good to be critical of them. I think it kind of is a bummer because they don't have an opportunity to pivot or change once it's up there. So he's basically telling you to back or not back. I mean, he's going to leave it up to you, and it is going to be up to you. He's just bringing you more information. And content creators don't have a lot of excuses. You don't push launch until you've checked off all these boxes. There's a lot of these when I'm looking at these, whether it's a solo or I'm clicking on another one to see if it's solo and I see it's multiplayer, and they're just missing everything. It's just too short or whatever. And so, I mean, we could all get really nitpicky on this, but I think there's kind of for anybody who's putting together a Kickstarter, there is a basic checklist of stuff that we need to have. And if you don't have those, they're red flags. It becomes a red flag. So I like this one. This one I am going to click the remind me on because I like this. I want to follow it. Maybe I'll get in on the third pressing. I don't know. 24 days to go. I don't think this one, I'm not sure when it launched, but it's got plenty of time, and if they already have a little bit of a base, this one could pull it out. I could see them canceling this and relaunching with a shorter goal, because if they are going to lean into some kind of like stretch goals, they're not going to get there. They're not going to get to stretch goals, probably, I would guess, on this campaign. And so what are you truly getting? Are you getting a discount on the game? I mean, look at this game. $140. It's trying to be like a Gloomhaven. And people want Gloomhaven. And people are waiting for Frosthaven to get done. So this one still actually keeps the price. I can't buy this one right now, but the price doesn't scare me if it's got all the if it does everything right. And to me, I'm getting heavy EverQuest, World of Warcraft vibes, and I'm done playing those games. I'm done grinding. But in a board game experience, it's you get to play through a story and you get to have a conclusion. That's my problem with the other ones, is I don't want to grind my way up to raid and then deal with raid politics and raid schedules and everything. I mean, I don't have to have a raid schedule with Dungeon Crusade reprint. So anyways, this one, yeah, very interested to me. This one I think I was even more interested in. So Dungeons of Draggmar, which reminds me very, very much of a Lord of the Rings Hobbit, like Witch King of Angmar. It's got that Dungeons of Draggmar. I like the name, the art. I'm digging the art. Kind of like a Mike Mignola, especially right here in the middle. These ones not as much, but heavy vibes there. I do like it. I love the way this is delivered. Look at the title. This guy going, "No, I've got tusks and I'm gonna eat you." Then some little snippets if you want to read them. Then we've got the info we need right there. Love it. Lots of tokens. Player standees. Standees don't bother me. I even if you love miniatures and you love to play miniatures, you can't tell me you have them all painted and that you need more. Some games definitely you want more for. I mean, if it's cool mini or not, you're not getting the game you're not getting that game with standees. Like I said in previous videos, and I'll say it here again for anybody who's new, standees can be fine if the price is adjusted. Look at Three Tail. They're knocking €20 off or £20 off to go miniatureless. It's not enough of a discount on that one because I think you get 19 miniatures for that 20 extra units of money. I think it's euro, which I think is a great value, and they're enticing you in. And maybe they can't go any lower on the price for the €50 standee version, but they can bring down the price of the miniature one because they're going to make more of those so they get better economy of scale, and they're willing to take a little more of a hit to get more miniatures copies out there. So that could be it. But these are things I'm just trying to make sure you guys are considering everything. So hopefully what I'm telling you here is clicking in your brain and maybe making you think about things a little differently from a different angle, and you're like, no, I already backed it, just leave me alone. And that's fine. Just saying. I like this map a lot. This map is cool. I dig this one a lot. I like the way the rule book's written. It looks so evocative of Lord of the Rings and early Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, this one is and kind of like letterer games. The Caverns and the Mansion one. You know what I'm talking about. Leader Games, Crystal Caverns. I love the art on those. I have the Caverns one, and then I got the Haunted Hallways expansion, but I picked it up not knowing that it can't be played with the Caverns, and then you need the other base game. So I'm gonna get the base game eventually. So I think, yeah, this one was already funded, well overfunded. They had a very short goal, not a red flag, but not that great. Not that great because you want to make sure that they got the right quote, that they're going to build it appropriately, that they are not, you don't want them to underestimate the finances and get things wrong, because now they're getting into, so the positive is they're getting into stretch goals. Stretch goals, great, give us more stuff. However, if you underpriced it to just have a low creation point, now you are throwing in a lot of extra stuff, and if you can't cover that, they've created 4. I mean, if they've all funded, they're not rookies. They did this as a print and play. Oh, that's cool. Maybe you can go find that print and play too. So successful. They've delivered to hundreds of people on some of these. So, you know, I think that they're probably not messing up the finances at all. It's just, something to consider. Their shipping prices are not crazy. And what does it take to get the base game? $40. And the MSRP will be $50. So you're getting these, you're helping fund it, you're helping get these. You also got some Kickstarter exclusives. At least one of the stretch goals is Kickstarter exclusive. And you're getting a $10 discount, which helps cover the shipping. So it's retail plus $4 shipping in the US. Not bad. I like the way this one looks a lot. And it's not that crazy of a price. All right. Next is Clever Girl. It had a very low funding goal, 700. It's already well over that multiple times. This guy has made 7 other Kickstarters, and I think they all funded. So pins, plushies, kind of all over the place. RPG, zine. But even given like what he's producing here, this looks interesting because I think it's a really low price point. You get a digital book for $10, and so physical books for $20. I mean, that's not a crazy price. It's got special edition, fossilized teeth in a cotton bag. Well, that took a turn. He's got the About Me. It's funded. It's taking from Jurassic Park. It's for 1 to 2 players. Human survivor of a failed dinosaur theme park. So you play Jurassic Park through some books. Not that expensive. Yeah, it's there. So this one is your Stefan Feld City Collection. This is a huge one. $122,000 from 400 people. Absolutely insane. So the Marrakesh is not solo. However, New York City, solo. Amsterdam, solo. Hamburg, solo. 3 solo games. Not cheap. Not cheap. These are deluxe editions, $125, and I think it's like $700 for the, I'm passing already some insane numbers. All in, $715. Whoo! That's probably not shipping included. So, that's a cool little dice tower. Lot going on. If you're a fan of his already, you might probably already own these, but do you want the deluxe edition? Yeah. I'd be stoked to pick up one of these. Can't afford it. Not that price. Not now. Okay, so This one is going to fund. 27 days left. It's asking for 14,000 US, almost at 10,000, 171 backers, and a narrative puzzle adventure. 2 to 3 hours, 1 to 5 cooperative players. I don't know if there's a replay value on this, but some of the components look really cool and really fun. And so if you're looking for like that 60s to 80s Cold War kind of like spy vibe, this is cool. Super cool. Let's see what the entrance price for this was. €41, $48. So, not a crazy price. I've got some Sherlock Holmes, some of the consulting detective ones to play that are like this, so I'm not going to add to my backlog right now, but this is one that I do want to see more of down the line, especially once it gets produced. I think it's going to get made. If you want to jump on that and get in on there, that's cool. I think that this one, if you like these games, if this is like your jam, to me, I would be like, if this was the one type I was playing of game, I would jump all over that. That would be the one. This one I really like. This is like, remember I was talking about those letter games? This is kind of like that art and root, like the root art. Keep the heroes out, kind of like. It sounds like it's for like a 6-year-old, but the minimum age is 12 plus. 1 to 4 people, 45 minutes. These little meeples are so cute. I love the meeples on this. I like these tiles. It looks like there's a lot going on each tile, and you'll be able to make lots of decisions. This looks like a decision-heavy game, which is exactly what we want. So I really want to get this game, but I'm not going to. This one. This isn't why I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it because the budget is tight. But something that made me almost click back it now was something that tears me up right away and gives me mixed feelings. And this is what I was hinting at earlier. This one with the 72-hour early bird. We had this problem with Three Tail weeks ago when they had a 24-hour 0 chapter mission that they were tossing out there for everybody who backed in the early bird for the first 24 hours. My critique of them was redo it so that it's included in some way or that people can buy it. They ended up canceling that, and then they ended up making it so that, oh, my shirt's gone invisible again. They ended up making it so that, come on, shirt, come back. Anyways, they ended up making it so it was the first stretch goal, which I thought was a great idea. Oh, my shirt. If I lean too forward, I'm going to sound weird, and then you're going to get my green screen. Which you can already tell is a green screen because I'm sparkling all the time. And there goes my shirt again. That's so awesome. Let's fix the shirt on the fly. And then my glasses start disappearing. That's so funny. So, I never tangent. I don't get distracted. No. So, 72-hour early bird special to get a little mini expansion called the Great Dreamer, little Cthulhu guy. They're doing it right because it's still going to be available. Not after the campaign. It's Kickstarter exclusive, which made me want to back it. But if you miss out on it in the first 72 hours, it's $15 after that. My recommendation for you, if this is on your radar and you're even thinking about it, 19 days to go, this is the one where I wanted to tell you, if you're seeing this on the 29th or 30th and this is still available, back it now for the early bird 72 hour. Think about it. That helps them build the momentum. The momentum will be built. Not everybody's going to be backing out. But if you realize you don't want it, you can back out closer to the end. Canceling sucks. As somebody who's run 3 Kickstarters, every cancellation is like a stab to my heart. Maybe when you have 1,500 backers, you don't feel it as much. But even my first one, when I was in like the 700s, every cancellation hurt. It's like so painful. You take it personally. You're like, why'd you abandon my game? And people can't. I mean, they can't. It's like, well, I decided I wanted this other one instead, or I can't afford it, or blow my budget, and totally understand it. And some people sent me messages and were apologetic, and that's super sweet. But it still hurts. Somebody who does this, if you want to give it an early bird, 72-hour early bird on that, you're asking for it. I don't mean that in a mean way. It just means like you're gonna make people back earlier than they want to, or make them think that they want this when they may not, and they might back out later. That's the brakes on that. So yeah, part of me wanted to back this, but my backlog's so big, waiting on other stuff, and but man, these meeples are cute. It's funded. I am getting better about not feeling like I need all this like extra content for stuff. Right now, what I'm trying to focus on is play through my backlog, find out the stuff I really like, and when I find a game that's a keeper and something that I'm like itching to replay, I will sell off other things or start a fund, and I can collect expansions, Kickstarter exclusives, whatever on the secondary market for games that I know I love. But if I go out and buy all the Kickstarter stuff for games I think I'm gonna like, that's crazy money. That's just ridiculous. So save all that, find the game you like, and invest in it later. This little Cthulhu guy is only gonna be like, if it was $15 on the thing, if he makes thousands of copies of this game and everybody's getting the little Kickstarter guy, this is gonna be $30 after. And if you get this game secondhand and you love it and you have to have the little guy, that's not that much. I mean, you're really, when you compare it to like diving in on every Kickstarter, it's a thing. So I'm torn about this early bird. I want to make you guys aware of it. So if you're on the fence at this one at all, I say back it, and then I say if you have second thoughts later, you can always cancel it, but you'll have locked in that early bird special. So when I recorded this, there's 65 hours to go. I'm going to try to upload this immediately tonight. I don't know. You'll probably see it in the morning, though, because it's going to be posted very late. So maybe 8 hours from now, maybe 10 hours from now. So there'll still be like 55 hours left. More than 2 days. So I definitely recommend jumping in on this if you're mildly curious, and then you can always cancel on Saturday. You can always cancel towards the end. If you keep it on there, you're helping build the momentum. So I love this art. And you may hate the art, then it's a no-brainer. Like, why are you talking about this one so much? Well, for me, these cute little skeleton meeples, adorable. I want them, but I'm not going to have them. Or what I'm going to do is find it later, secondhand, math trade, flea market, whatever, or buy it from this guy direct after. This person's stoked. This is getting made. They're 10 times funded, and he's going to have a bunch of stuff on his website after. Something that is great is now he's going to be able to go to conventions. I don't know how many they've made. Maybe this person's just like fully up and running. 3 created. I don't know. So maybe he's already hitting every convention with his prior products, but now he's got more products to go to more conventions, meet more of us, have good times, sell at the convention, pay for the cost there, more follow-through sales on his website or through retail. Pick him up there. Pick him up at your friendly local gaming store. I just went to mine last weekend and picked up like 4 like expansions from their used bin. They're buying up and reselling used stuff. Yeah. Before that, I grabbed I wanted that solitaire chess game. Did you guys I think it was Think Fun made it. And it was in like Toys R Us before Toys R Us is closed. And yeah, I was cruising through the FLGS and they had it, and I was stoked to find that there. So that was the last thing I bought, because I think that went out of print too, so I was stoked to find it there. And that was brand new. Okay, so keep the heroes out. I say jump on it. I say monitor your pledge, monitor where this goes, then make your final decision on it, in 14 days and 18 days, or, before it ends. But this might be a no-brainer for you to keep too. I want to explain about the tactics, because it's kind of a gimmick. And if it was only the 72 hours and you couldn't get it again, we'd be pissed. But we don't need to be, because it's $15 more. And that is something I meant to say at the beginning of all this. You are creating a lot of bad feelings for anybody who finds this after the 72-hour mark. If you're watching this video on Friday or Saturday or next week and you're just seeing this part, you're going to be looking at me like, dude, why are you rambling about this? I already missed it. And you're super bummed. And I feel bad for you. And I don't like that. I don't like that. If you're finding this later, you have to spend 15 extra bucks if you want the Cthulhu guy. Maybe you don't care and you want to. Extra support's fantastic. But these Kickstarters are about how creators make us early adopters feel. I mean, we want to feel good. You want to feel the hype. You want to feel excitement about the stuff we're backing. And if I'm paying $15 extra for that Kickstarter exclusive, after I see 2,000 people getting it for free for being in the first 72 hours, I feel punished. Those are just the facts. I mean, it's, in the grand scheme of things, not really a big deal, but that's my 2 cents. Tell me what you think below. I'm not getting any comments on these videos, and that's fine. I thank you for watching. Because if you're here, I already thank you so much. It's the people who aren't watching and aren't commenting, I'm mad at them. So they need to come and watch and then comment. If you guys don't comment, that's fine. But please do. Let me know what you think about everything I just rambled about on that one. So now we are to the big daddy for today. Launch today. $750,000, 5,000 backers. Voidfall. So this is from a big publisher, Mindclash. They've put out a couple heavies. Well, a few heavies. So you've got this one, Trickerian, and this one, Anachrony or Anachrony. Please just keep watching these videos for how I dumbly say board game names. So, and this one. Yeah, that one. They've done the collector's edition and Voidfall. So a couple things. I kept seeing advertisements for this in all of my feeds. And it just looks so good. I don't have Black Angel. I want to get Black Angel. And I feel like there's the ISS Vanguard. I did end up getting in on that one on the pledge manager for the Vanguard one that's over on GameFound. I'm really sorry about my backdrop here. It's really not dialed in. But I do this late at night after my daughter goes to sleep. After all day at work. So it is what it is. Yeah. If you don't come from my sparklies, then why do you even bother? So yeah, Voidfall. This to me is a no-brainer if you have the budget for it. So I really, really want this game. I will definitely be picking it up on the back end. Dedicated solo mode. Just looks so cool. And if I hadn't backed for that Vanguard, this is the one I'd be getting. I'm still looking for Black Angels. So I think if you found this, you're probably already a backer of this. But just come click here. This is one to spend time on your own. You don't need to hear me ramble about this one. If you like this type of game, a 4X space game with miniatures, this is a no-brainer for you. So you're either already backing it, or you've already seen it. I've seen post after post after post about this, so you've probably already been here. So I don't want to waste too much more time on it. But yeah, this is the heavy for this week. This is the super heavy for this week. And you've got Masters of the Universe wrapping up. So I think you're going to have a lot of people jumping over here. And this is going to be the new hype train. So pretty cool. Next one is Gods and Heroes. Deck drafting and deck building battle game. Gods and Heroes. You know, one of those. So this one said it had a 1-player mode. I love this border. The border of this is so cool. This is very much World of Warcraft, like iconography, almost like too close. But look at these borders. The borders are really cool. And I mean, the icons look amazing too. They just look a little too close to World of Warcraft for me. And the illustrations on each of these cards look really cool. This game looks cool. So if you like a deck builder, fantasy themed, there's a 2-player box. I would come here. Wow, this is a really long page. So you got a lot going on here. There's a lot to come and look at. And I'm not sure exactly how the single player mode shakes out for this. It's got playmats. I love playmats. I definitely have too many playmats. But it does say 1 to 4 players. So if you like deck builders, I like deck builders and I like drafting. So I'm going to come back and look at this a little bit more. It's already halfway funded. They have a very low goal. I don't know where they're manufacturing. I don't know what's going on. They've got 2 others that they've already created. And one was canceled. And the other one only had 67 backers. So not sure what that means for this one. I really don't. It could go either way. But this one looks cool. So yeah, if you're into deck builders or drafting, come check this one out. You can be one of the very few backers of it. It's kind of a red flag too. It's a lot of money for very few people. So come investigate this one. Buy at your own risk. See where they're manufacturing it. See what their delivery days are like. See, you can pop up to see if there's any red flags on it. There is a lot. This is a very long page. Wow, they're showing you every single card. That's cool. So that's and you got the rules PDF, so you can already read the rules. Man, I want it just for this Golem. Holy cow, that is a cool playmat. I like that playmat a lot. They're not undercharging for the playmats, and it's not grossly overcharging for them. So this one requires more investigating. But what is awesome about them posting every picture of every card, you know they've already invested in all of the illustrations. They've already put down all the money for the illustrations. The cards are probably ready to go. That alleviates a huge worry on this one. Because if they weren't ready to hit the print button on this, I would say stay away. I had problems on my first one with delay in art, and it cost me like a year to get it done and delivered. I'll never post another Kickstarter without having the game 100% complete and ready to go to the printer. And I don't think I'll back one that's not ready for it either. That's just how it's got to be. So this is a relaunch of kind of somebody who's had... Oh, I'm finally tired. I'm finally tired. It always catches up with me. How far in am I on this? So, oh yeah, I'm running a little longer than I've run on the last couple. Pardon my water. So, this guy's had kind of a roller coaster of unsuccessful, successful, unsuccessful. But this looks pretty like a cool idea. He's going to be delivering 12 chapter adventures. on a simple D6 system, and you can read it right there, from Halloween to Christmas. That's kind of cool. It looks like he's gonna go with like a low production style. You know, these look pretty simple. It's almost like paper craft kind of. It looks fun. It looks fun. I don't print and play adventure, $12. The adventure post train of terror PNP. There you go. So less is more rewards. Get all 12 maps plus more delivered to your door, and jumbo oversized cards. That's cool. I mean, it's like a gift that gives and gives and gives. A collector is original art. That's cool, but I mean, it's eliminated to 9 and 12, so that's reasonable on the delivery. If he was saying, oh, I can do 50 pieces of art and deliver all this original art, that would be a red flag, but no, it's dialed in. I actually kind of like this for the $12 print and play. I'm going to set that remind me. I could see me grabbing this one before it's over. How much time's left? So 30 days, long time to go. This is going to wrap up right before Halloween. So you're not probably going to get the postcard by Halloween for the first one if you're doing the physical. So that might have been a misstep, but I don't know. Check out more details. I could be wrong. But if you're doing the print and play, like I'll be doing, and the other tiers are going to give you the print and play too, you will get that first one delivered probably right. Well, see, if it ends, he's not going to have the funds yet. The funds have to sit in a bank account for like 1 to 2 weeks. So you're not going to get this till the week after Halloween. Curious. So if you want this by Halloween, I say really look into the details on this one and see how that's going to shake down. Because there's no video for it. But, I mean, it looks like it's just those sheets of paper that are going to come on postcards. So, I still like this one. The price is cheap. The risk is low. You're going to get it delivered as a PDF. So, not too bad. So, here's Snapshot, which I don't know how they're going to make this single player. But it's with expansion. So, you got to buy the game and the expansion to get the full solo experience. So the base game, £20. With the expansion, £25. Come check this out. The pictures look good. The game looks really, that looks quality. So if you like lifelike pictures, snapshots, come check this one out. I'm showing it to you because it is soloable. There you go. This is the one that is in Spanish. In Spain. Why this is interesting, also, not just because I'm trying to bring you every single one. Once you get these cards and you have these, it looks like it's not. Once you learn the rules, it doesn't look like it's language dependent. You know, like a Dixit kind of, just like a blank, card. Well, not blank, an art card that, you either build a story on or, use some gameplay mechanics. But, so if you speak Spanish, check this out. Launched today, I believe, and a very long campaign, only 2 backers. I think this is mostly hurt by the language barrier. It's got a very low funding goal, but is it going to ship to you? Risks. But I wanted to show it to you because I'm trying to show you all of them, and I like the art. I think it looks cool. I would like to know what's going on, but I don't want to copy and paste all this into Translate. And now I know I complained about that last time. If you're new, last time I complained because somebody had taken They're foreign to me language Kickstarter, and they put all of the text, most of the text, into infographics, into pictures. So I couldn't highlight it and move it over to Google Translate. I think I can translate it with my phone, but here's the thing, same thing I wanted to mention with this one. I don't want it enough to go through all the effort. So even though I was asking for more of it like this, where I could grab it all and go and get it translated, I'm only going to do that if I'm really interested in the game. This game looks good. There's so much stuff going on it that I'm not going to back it. There's not red flags per se. It's just, it doesn't look like it's going to fund. I don't want to follow it. It's coming from another country. Will it get here? So nothing really negative to say about this one. Just, it's one that it's got a lot going against it for me to get excited about it. So here we are in the honorable mentions. And so this is Steve Jackson's random fun generator, 20 new dice games. I can't tell if any of them are solo in there. So there might be. But I like zombie dice. I like Steve Jackson games. I like all the stuff going on here. So this one is really cool. Honorable mention. Check it out. Lots of great information on this one. Unlocking stretch goals. There's add-ons. This is the second one, so you can get the random fun generator 1. You can go look and see if there's any solo stuff in that one. There might be, but this didn't scream out solo right away. Lots of custom dice. If you like custom dice, there's a lot of dice sets on this one too. So it's cool. It's a cool one, definitely. This one kind of fits into honorable mentions and accessories because there's so many dice sets. Next honorable mention is Drop Drive. So I just got Dungeon Drop. It's actually coming in the mail tomorrow. I got it on a Facebook in the buy, sell, trade board game group for $5. So I'm like, I'll try Dungeon Drop for $5. So that's going to get here tomorrow. It cannot be played single player, I don't believe, but I can try to rope my wife into playing with me. And then this Drop Drive looks like it's got some extra cool things going on. That's probably a sun. There's some black holes, some spaceships. This looks super fun. I really I want to play this for the fun factor. Nav tool. Oh, you build your own little navigation spaces. This just has a lot of cool stuff going on for it. What's the entry price? Wow, you can get just the game for $27. This is a lot of cool stuff. No, this might be the deluxe version. This got to be the deluxe version. Look at all this stuff. Look at all that. That has to be deluxe. It's not. Wow, that's all the base stuff, and then you get these upgrades for the deluxe. That's pretty cool. Oh, plus a space arena? What? So $25 more and you get a giant mat. So, 2 neoprene mats. Well, it's still 2 mats for $25. They're not making any money on that. I think the lowest price you can get a mat down to for, kind of any kind of mid-level company is $12. Maybe they get it down to $9. I don't know. But they've got to be ordering a massive amount of them. I like the space one. I've got the game mat. If you look at any of my playthroughs, I'm rocking my single player party space mat that my friend Tim, shout out Tim, made for me. So I like the space mat a lot. I like that it comes with a cool little boundary. Man, this one is very tempting. You can really pimp it out with this 147. That's a lot. A completionist does not include shipping and shenanigans fundraiser pack. Don't use the word completionist there. I like everything about this campaign except using the word completionist there with an asterisk. That's a fail. I like you guys. I like what you're doing. Not that you're going to see this, but that's silly. But no, this looks good. So yeah, good enough to get one of my honorable mentions. Drop Drive. I like that. And then this was my accessory. So it's a fidget spinner dice. I don't have any fidget spinners. I don't have anything really against them. Just like, it's kind of a cliche that they're like for kids or whatever. But I do like other ways to roll dice. That could be fun. And I like this sword one. Viking Dragon's cool. D20's cool. A sweet buckler. It's just a lot of stuff going on. It's not cheap. It's wood. So I think the first one is like $30 to get one of these. So you might be out just the price alone. I know I am, but like the idea of a runic dragon or a runic sword spinner dice. You can have like with silver or gold. This is really fancy, but this is a cool little fancy set. I like that. So yeah, so that there is my accessory mention. So that's it for this week's roundup. I hope you liked what is there. Please comment below or just click the links and be on your way to the stuff that you like. Either way, thank you very much if you made it to the end. That's awesome. And I will see you for next week's roundup. All right, bye.